becoming intentional. I usually tell people, I said, until you are intentional, you will not be able to achieve that thing that you are trusting God for. Many of us were intentional in making sure that we are providing for our families. We are intentional in making sure that that business moves forward. We are intentional in making sure that that marriage works. But when it comes to building our spiritual life, we are not intentional about it. What do I mean by being intentional? Being intentional, it's looking beyond obstacles, looking beyond the barriers that are there to prevent you into doing that particular thing. Most of the times, my husband will ask me, have you followed the timetable? Because most times he advises me that I should have a timetable. He said to me that you do not succeed if you don't have a structure. In order for you to achieve goals, you must have a structure. You must have a timetable that you follow every day. So what I did, I wrote down the timetable. But when I looked through the timetable, I was able to see that it's like, if I follow this timetable, I have little time for myself. I just drafted it, but I never sent it to him because I knew that if I send it to him every hour, he will be calling me to find out if I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing at that particular time. I was afraid of commitment. I was not being intentional into making sure that I grow spiritually to a place where God wants me to be. So when you have a timetable, even if it happens that you find yourself elsewhere at the time that you're supposed to be home praying, but when you come back home, it will help you not to waste time. When you look through your timetable, you'll be able to know that at this particular time, I'm supposed to be studying the Bible. At this particular time, I'm supposed to be praying. So I advise every one of us here, have a structure. Plan the same way you plan other things. Make sure that you sit down, you plan your spiritual growth, you plan the times of prayer, you plan the times that you're supposed to be studying the Bible. You can start off by making sure that when you go to work, when you go to school in the morning, make sure that you do not leave your house without prayer. You pray 1 hour, 30 minutes. You pray and dedicate the day unto the hands of God. It may not be easy. I know some of us will wake up, early, preparing the children to school and all these things that we need to do in the morning. But as you start, gradually, you will get used to it. And as God sees your determination, He will also give you the grace, the strength, the capacity to continue in that journey. And therefore, you will not struggle again to have that intimate time with God. So make sure that you are intentional. I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, the reason you are struggling, because the person was trying to explain to me a whole lot of things that she does in a day, and I could understand. But I said to her that the reason you are struggling to make sure that you pray when you're supposed to pray, you fast, you study the Bible when you're supposed to, it's because you are yet to come to an understanding that without God you are nothing. And I pray that may God not, intentionally show you that without Him, indeed, you are nothing. Because if God removes Himself, in your life just for 5 minutes, you will not like what will happen. So please, if you take time building relationship with God, I said it before, I said it's a sign of submission. It's a sign of love. It's a sign you are trying to show Him that you need Him. You're trying to show Him that without Him, you are nothing. So please, you must be intentional. If you want to build that relationship with God, you want to find yourself having that intimate time, you must be intentional. You must go extra mile. It will cost you sacrifices. Sometimes it will cost you sleepless nights just to make sure that at the end of the day, you do what you are supposed to do. And again, number 2, you need to overcome the temptation of food. Yes. The devil knows that when it comes to food, many believers, we are weak. We are not disciplined enough. Many times our spiritual father used to say that food has the capacity to kill your spirituality. He taught us that some time ago. You must overcome the temptation of food. Adam and Eve lost their possession because of food. We are told that the devil appeared to Jesus Christ and said, turn this stone into bread, because he knows that if not by the Spirit of God, when we are hungry, we do not compromise. We eat anything from anywhere. The devil uses food to exchange destinies. It may be eating physically, it may be eating in the dream. We are told of Daniel. He rejected the rich food from the king's table. He said, I do not want to defile myself. You need to be disciplined when it comes to food, what you eat. Many times my husband said to me, I want you to stop collecting things from people. Don't be eating things that people give to you. Not because it's poisoned or it's possessed or whatsoever, but just be disciplined. I also want you to teach our children the same thing. Don't just accept things from people. As God, puts it in the hearts of people to bless you, God is still going to bless you for the good heart, the intentions that they had. But I want you to be disciplined. Most times when my husband tells me something, before I know it, God will look for a way just to prove it to me that what he said is actually true. I had a dream. I was, in the midst of believers. So somebody came to me holding a chocolate. And then the person came, wanting to give me the chocolate. I stretched forth my hand to receive. As I was about to take, I saw now the chocolate changing to be something very disgusting that I can't mention now. And I, withdrawn my hand. When I woke up from that dream, I understood that God was trying to let me know that it's not everything you collect. It is not everything you eat. You must be disciplined. At your workplace, I know sometimes we have, occasions or functions, conference, or end of year function, where they are serving food. Be led. I'm not trying to put fear in you, but I'm trying to bring back that consciousness to remind you of who you are. It is not every place you eat. It is not every food. It's not every food you accept. Somebody can say, nevertheless, whoever cooked does not know me. It's just a gathering. Perhaps they didn't even know that I'm coming. They command things to enter those food. It's a command. You have seen many times when people are being prayed for, people are being delivered, they will be vomiting needles, they will be vomiting stones. It's not like they swallow those things physically. They command. Whatever they command it to be, it becomes. These are spiritual things we're talking about. I'm not saying you should not eat, when you visit places, but all I'm saying is that be careful, be led, always be reminded of whom you are, so that your life can be preserved. Destinies are exchanged through dreams, eating in the dream. I was very happy the other day when one of our mama, testified that she had challenge of eating in the dream, and she was prayed for, and God showed her mercy. I said we have a lot of people that are experiencing the same thing, but they don't see it to be anything. You do not know that as you are eating, you are letting go, of your destiny. As you are eating, they are collecting your finances. As you are eating, they are taking your children in the spirit. A whole lot of things happens when we are eating in the dream. At least when we speak of dreams, these are things that you can even trust God, for you to overcome it. But not let alone when you struggle to discipline yourself to eat physically. When people give you things, you are just eating. It gives you even a level of dignity. When people know that it's not everything that you eat. Not for people to know that until that plate is clean, you will not surrender. So it gives you a level of respect. People see you in a different eye. So please, this is my short message to all of us. If there's anything that I said that you don't remember now, but this one of food, let it always be at the back of your mind. When people give you things, when your children, what you do, this is what happens. If you have not yet trained yourself as a parent to know that I don't just eat anyhow, you will not be able to pass it through your children. These are our little children. When they go to school, when the younger one joins them, somebody gave us sweet. According to explanation, she collected that sweet, but when she turned and saw the sister, she had to throw it away. Why? It's what they were taught in the house. So the danger is that if you don't invest yourself in spirituality, you will not be able to pass it through your children. And I said it before that you are raising a generation. So please, I beg every one of us, let us be conscious of the things we do. You are not an ordinary person at your workplace. You are not an ordinary person. Let people know who you are. You represent Christ. Don't just eat anyhow. God bless you.